Hello again, Doran Markowitz here from D Guitars Miami with another edition of This Week in Cool Custom Crafted Guitars. This week's particular instrument is my most recent creation. It's a 5-string fretless bass that I lovingly call the Beast. And what's really cool about the Beast is that I incorporated a lot of various different design elements from basses that have influenced me over the years into this one instrument. Quick backstory. This bass originally started out in 2008 as a project for something else, for a different bass altogether, and that project sort of fell through. So this body had been sitting on a shelf for the last 5 years, and then I was recently inspired to break it back out and build myself one killer 5-string fretless out of it. And I think I did a pretty decent job of that. Give a quick rundown. The neck is maple, fingerboard is maple. Headstock overlay is Padauk. The back of the headstock is 1/4-inch red oak, which actually is cross-grained compared to the perpendicular nature of the neck. That way for stability of the slotted headstock. The top is 1/8-inch Padauk, excuse me. The nut is rosewood. And then heading down to the body end, the body is made out of a number of pieces of wood. The center core itself is 1/2-inch teak in the middle. Then these two pieces out here are 7/8-inch mahogany, and then two 3/8-inch pieces of walnut. The body wings themselves are 1-inch thick walnut, faced top and back with a veneer of mahogany, mainly to see the lines in the carving. And then the top and the back are purple heart. And then here I have 1/4-inch red oak that I grafted in for the company information, as well as my doubloon. This is what I call a hybrid between a neck-through body and a set neck, because the neck it's a set-in neck that's deeply set all the way to the pickup cavity. So it's a really nice long tenon to it. You'll notice that the influences that it has are somewhat in your face, I guess. You can see clearly the Rickenbacker influence on this upper cutaway, and a bit on the bottom cutaway as well. But it's kind of a combination between Rickenbacker and the early 80s Ibanez musician basses. I've got the Music Man influence with the humbucker right here in the middle. I've got the Carl Thompson influence at the bridge. It's a string-through body bridge. And the bridge is 1/4-inch red oak, topped with purple heart, shaped to the correct radius and the correct peak. Strings come right through the body in the back. They are set into ferrules, and the ferrules are grounded, so that way you have perfect grounding and the circuit is completed. Oh, and the control plate is Padauk. Master volume and tone, no coil splitting or anything like that. And this thing just sounds absolutely huge. It's a 34-inch scale bass. And the thing is that usually on a 5-string bass, the low B can tend to sound a little floppy if it's shorter than 35. This one, however, fairly solid, considering I'm playing through a little tiny Ross RB15 bass practice amp. I mean, D and E on my low B string. Rather defined, I would say. The key to playing on a fretless is to make sure that you have a good ear, because you have to always maintain intonation. And I've been playing fretless since I was in high school, when I played the upright in the high school orchestra, so I've always loved the fretless. I have it strung with a set of D'Addario half rounds, which are great because they're like round wound strings that they then grind the outside of the wrap so that it's a bit flatter. They're still flexible like a regular round wound set, but they don't tear up the fretboard like round wounds would on this, especially since it's maple. Oh, I finished it in 2 coats of Danish Oil Stain, which I love Danish Oil Stain because it penetrates deep into the wood below the surface, hardens under the surface of the wood, so it really protects it well. That way it's protected from sweat, moisture, whatever, and it actually protects the fingerboard really well too. The base weighs about 8.5 pounds, which is perfect. You can see the slotted headstock is another influence, similar to that of the old Ampeg baby bass, but without the scroll. Oh, and the maple fingerboard, because if you've ever seen those old 70s Fender fretless basses that had the maple fingerboard, there's just something really cool about that. So I infused a lot of influences into this. I've got master volume of 500K pots, master volume and tone, 500K pots each. Here's the jack, and I can roll off the tone and get a nice smooth sound. What's nice is that it's very responsive. This bass is very responsive to player dynamics. If you play soft, it's mellow and smooth. If you dig in, I guess you could say I really bonded with this bass very, very well. I actually completed it on the 25th of this month of August, and I had built this as my own birthday gift to myself for August 16th, and I'm extremely, extremely thrilled with this. My LTD 5-string that I modded, fretless, etc., served me very well for years, but it was about time that I had, you know, just the right fretless for me, and I can do the same for you. So you heard how she sounds, you see how she looks, and you should only feel how she plays. She's got beautiful medium low action, not too low. On a fretless you actually don't want it too low. You want some growl, but you want to actually have a little bit of tension, and I can build something like this for you if you're interested. Okay, so until next time, if you have an instrument in mind that you would like to see come to fruition, that you would like to have built, or if you've got an existing instrument that needs some sort of work on it, whether it's a broken headstock repaired, or fretwork, or electronics, or whatever, don't hesitate to give me a call at 305-896-1811. Until next time, Doran Markowitz from D Guitars Miami, thanks for watching and have a great day.